hello there. I'm still a missing person. Hi. Hello, it's me, Scott. I'm trying new things with monitor arrangement, stuff like that. I think I don't like it. It's hurting my neck. I don't know what I'm doing. Trying new stuff. Hi. I don't know if I can do this. This is weirdly arranged. Hi, I wanted to just work on something for a little while today. And I don't have... I have 2 projects in mind that need some weird spheres. I need to have some weird spheres floating in space. And so I just wanted to mess around with some spheres and mess around with Maya, even though I know, like nothing is worse than watching me try to use Maya because Maya is my mortal enemy. My face is in so many places right now. It's a little too much. I just wanted to make sure that I could hear sound. Can I? Is it me? How do I know? Hello?
Watching me try to use
Yeah, that's me. Okay. We probably don't need that. That machine. We got this machine over here. We'll try this machine. Oh yeah, I needed to push the button. Oh, good grief. This button. Don't look at that. Oh, you can't see it anyway. This button. Yup. Maybe. Oh, it will not break the stream. Yeah. So bright and early. Really, what are we? 20 days into 2019. Really kicking it off. Getting going. Weird stuff has been happening on Twitch. Twitch Creative's gone. Is creative not a thing anymore? I didn't know where to put this. I put it in science and technology because I saw Lana Lux was doing that. That seemed like maybe where it goes. And I found some tags that seemed relevant. Anyway, let's do this. This is a bad place for this monitor. It should be over, maybe up here. Is this gonna work? Okay, that's this monitor. Good. Looks like I have audio. Good. I guess. Okay, this is Maya. This is Maya LT 2019. Which I haven't really played with much yet. Did I not get a default workspace? Why don't I have like a scenes folder and stuff? We're off to a great start. I thought, don't I want to do the thing? That thing. That did it. Okay. I just want to save a thing here. I'm also trying to figure out some of the round trippy kind of stuff with Unity and Maya now. That's fine. Okay, we're not really gonna make a sphere. We're gonna try to make a geodesic sphere, which I played with a little bit. Maya, there are things that are so much easier for me to do in Cinema 4D, but I'm trying. I'm really trying. I'm not trying that hard. Okay, so one thing I did discover, you can't make a geodesic as near as I could tell in my buddy Maya, but you can smooth a, what is this? Is this an icosahedron? What flavor? Yeah, you're an icosahedron. So if we take this guy and then we smooth it. Yeah. Problem is it's not as round as I want, but I think that's what this roundness thing is for. It just looks lumpy. Which one's better? I think this one's better. There's lots of things that I would like to do in here, but Maya's a pain in the butt. And there's some like stuff that I could probably do with Mel scripts, but I have not even pretended to know how to do anything like that for a very long time. Just seems so much easier to make some geometry and then take it into Unity and then stumble through the stuff that I want to do over there, right? So let's, how do we want to do this? I think we want to, actually let's do it this way. Let's bevel all these guys just a little. Sure. And then let's I wish that Maya had the Illustrator thing. But let's see if this works. It's almost like the Illustrator thing where you can select similar. Is it gonna work? Pretty cool. And can I invert that? Yeah, piece of cake. Look at me doing Maya stuff. Is this music too loud? I can't really tell. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. That's a 0%. That's probably not loud enough. Okay, cool. So the thing I want to do is I want to write a shader that just makes all these faces warble in a cool way. And the easiest way I can think of to do that, I could put noise on them. But basically I want to end up with the vertex colors of each face of this sphere randomized. And I'm sure there's a way I could do that in MelScript where I would get each face and iterate through it and mess with each thing. And I would kind of like to do that. I would kind of like to have it done so the asset itself contained the information I wanted, but that's a pain. It's a pain. So let's try to do let's do it a different way. So we're gonna call this our sphere, and we'll make a material because I think it's a good practice too. It doesn't really matter. Okay. So, and I think I got this set up correctly for where my Unity project is, so I think I can send selection to Unity now. Select a valid Unity exe. Why don't you look in the place where you think it is? Actually, it's probably in a weird place because I use Unity Hub. Not program files? Yes, program files. Unity Hub Editor 2018.32 is what we're using. There's a valid Unity exe. Lovely. Here. I am interested in getting into all the shadery stuff in 2018. The new, well, it's been around for a while, with the preview shader graph and the, you know, that other thing, the visual effects graph. But today I'm just going to do it the way that makes sense to me. Is this tiny, tiny, tiny? Looks tiny. Yeah, it's very tiny. Scale factor. Convert units. Well, I don't really want to do that. Okay, we got a little friend now. And the camera can just be like... Why does that seem like it has less faces? It must just be different. Am I insane? No, I think it's good. I think it's just the field of view or something. It's making it seem very different. Okay, so we got this thing now. And I kind of want to, yeah, have each triangle sort of pulsing, waving in and out. So I want to do that in the vertex shader. However, I don't want all the triangles moving randomly. I don't want all the vertices moving randomly. I want each triangle to move. So, I think the way to do that is to colorize the faces. So what we will need to do is to do like some kind of face colorizer script is what I'm imagining. Or like face color randomizer, or sure. That's not, I pushed the Windows button. Vertex roller randomizer. Okay. So what we need to do is loop through faces. Let's try to remember how to do that. Are we not gonna listen to the button? Yeah. Let's see. Unity. Mesh triangles. I'm gonna live through the mesh triangles. Can't be so hard, right? I think we can do it in like, don't need to update. We'll just do it on awake for now. And again, this is something I could have done in Maya and it could have just been part of the thing, but I just didn't want to. So we need to that looks like our mesh, and then we will want to iterate over the triangles, which looks like an array of indices. Yeah, so we'll do something like this. Maybe. Why am I not getting any kind of auto completion? Is it going to be length or count? Did I need to do something special since I updated Unity? Visual Studio Code Unity. I've been trying to get into Visual Studio Code for the last few months. It was what we used on a big project I was on, and it's pretty cool. The C# extension, I did it. Do I need to install any other things? Code completion for recent versions of Unity. Okay. I need a targeting pack. That sounds cool. That's a cool phrase. Install the targeting pack. What if I don't? If I just... It's downloading and installing things. Is that all I needed? Very exciting. Okay, anyway, the idea, I just can't quite remember what the syntax is gonna be, and it would be much easier. I guess we could go look in the meantime. Meanwhile, so, because mesh, yup, is an array of triangles. Look at it installing all these things. Okay, great. Unity, what do you have to say about this? You have Fury, probably. I'll just write code for now. Oh no. .NET Core debugging on it. Okay, sure. I don't know. We'll just keep closing and opening. I probably should have set this up and had it ready to go before I started streaming, but hey, here we are. I really thought I had this working fine at one point, but perhaps I did not. Uh-huh. You okay? Sure. How Do I not have this stuff installed already? This doesn't make much sense. Pretty sure I was using Visual Studio Code on this very machine. Good gravy. Cool. Well, we're off to a good start on this stream. Good year. Good. We're doing great. Do I want to get these? I guess. Whatever. We'll continue to try to write. How bad of a programmer am I now? Just can't remember how to do anything. I don't know what that means. So it's probably fine. Okay, we'll just keep trying to do stuff until we're good. So, what did we decide that actually was? The triangles, okay, sure. Just array of integers. Seems easy enough. But it was length, I guessed right. So that is going to be oh yeah. We'll just need to go 3 at a time. Really this would be like plus equals 3. And then those are going to be, yeah. And those will be the indices, and then we'll like loop through and set them, sure. Something like this. Nothing is working. So, yeah, what we would then need to do is... Actually, let's just do it like this. This seems fine. This seems fine. We want something like the mesh colors for whatever those indices are. Right? Isn't there mesh.colors? Oh, we have some kind of autocomplete now. Did something happen over here? I know it's fun to watch me bumble through things. Maybe it's not fun. Let's just install this thing. It'd be so much easier if I had autocompletion to let me know what I was doing. I'm rusty, I'll admit it. I took most of the last month off. Okay. We got the vertices. And then I believe we also can have an array of colors. Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, probably we'll have to make our own color array and then set it. And then do the thing after the fact. Something along these lines. Why is my... Let's just do this. That's a little better. Okay. Cool. Now I can... Something installed over there. You're killing me. What is this one? Well, that's what I just installed. I'm gonna restart Unity also. Yeah. Yeah, I know I should have practiced this before, but hey, it's fine. I just need to do it, you know? I just need to get in the habit. Just go. .NET Core debugging will not be enabled. Make sure .NET command line tools are installed or on path. I did. I pushed the button already. I wonder what I could have broken. Okay, what are you mad about? I don't need that. Does this thing work? Seems like it worked. And yet it doesn't. Now there's just no Unity stuff. Why? Why is that true? Did I miss some thing that told me how to do it? Didn't I push the buttons? I did. Did I not get this thing? Is this my problem? What the heck even is this? What does this mean? Microsoft. Anybody? Microsoft? I don't have IntelliSense. Yeah. What does it mean? What do you mean? I don't know. Whatever. Down the small. Assuming that's English. English language. It was a boring stream, I know. I blew it. So what happens when I just decided to jump right in? But hey. It's gonna be okay. Did that work? What did that do? How do we restart Unity? Like, I don't need to restart my iPhone. Just fast forward over this part. Let me know how it goes in the future. Why? Why is this happening to me? Why? Look, it looks like it kind of wants to do something. It's really thinking about it. What? This is a sad story. I don't know how I'm gonna work when I can't tell what's going on, but Cool. We'll just figure it out. So what do we need? We need to do that weird thing that we saw somebody else do and steal it. Yeah. So we need the vertices, and then we need the indices. That's just the triangles. This is going to be the vertex index that we want. And then, yeah, this whole dude. Something like that, maybe. And what we will want to do not the vertices, the colors should have the same index. And mesh colors is what? Does it take an actual Unity color? No, don't switch to manual. Colors? Yeah. So let's start with just color. Oops. You're killing me. This is horrible. I don't know. Maybe just give up on the stream today until I fix this problem. Oops. Great. We got mad. Why? Here. Actually have a number that's really real. Debug. Been in the wrong language. Capital L. It's pretty sad how dependent I am on 540. Okay, so that worked. And we're iterating through that, and then those indices. Oh yeah, new color. No, we did that. So, okay, let's try this as an example. This looks like it's going to be a gradient in the Y from red to green. I really need to fix the thing. I'm so dependent on the software. Oh, I need a shader that shows vertex colors, don't I? Do any of the Unity shaders do that by default? I'm not sure that any of the... I bet UI does. Yeah, okay. It looks insane, because this is just really interesting sorting things happening. Does anything, maybe sprites? Yeah, I just want to be sorting. None of you jokers. Well, we can write one quickly, but okay, so that's fine. You can be particles for now. So that was all fine. And that was looping through the vertices. That index should be right. Right. What did I miss? You need to just create a color array. Let's just do some of the things that are done up here. Okay, yes. Then we got vertices. Great. We got colors based on the vertices length. Oh, great. And then triangles should just be a list of so we're going to loop through every triangle. And get the 3 indexes and look in color. Oh, here's my problem. This probably doesn't have anything in it yet. We need our new color array that we're gonna set. Silly mistake. Okay. Cool. So what we want to do now is make a random color. So there's various ways we could do that. If we kept the hue the same, we could just randomize. Wouldn't really matter. We really just want randomness in the channels. So good grief. This is gonna drive me insane without proper completion. I will lose my mind. Quit messing with me. IntelliSense, don't treat me like this. This is really showing me how much I've come to rely on auto completion. Is random range not right? Let's see. Unity random range. Actually, Unity random color. Sure. Let's do random. Am I thinking of JavaScript? Who knows? But that's fine. Let's just do the random.color instead. What was the syntax? 0 to 1, 1 to 1. So that should leave all. I've got to fix my syntax highlighting or my completion. Okay. That looks like it kind of did a thing. Sort of. They seem very uniform for some reason. Is that just because they're all additive right now? Oh. What did I say? UI worked? Okay. So that will do. We need a new shader. Just unlit for now. Sphere. Let's just call everything sphere. That won't be confusing at all. Unlit sphere. So the thing that we will need is the color. Which I think is a float for color. I don't know. Oh man, first try. Okie dokie. So, the thing we want to do then is mess with the vertices. We want to like add, we need another normal also. Assume these all have normals. A normal is a float 3, I think. That sound right? Maybe? Float 3 float. Oops. In fact, maybe we could just look at the documentation and know the answer. Normals. Normals are what? A normal is it is a 3. Okay. So if we know that, is this gonna work? Super didn't. Because I want to well, that's kind of cool. It's not what I meant to do at all. Got into it. Maybe I screwed that up. Is that not? Let's see if those normals look like normals. Float 3 to float 4. Yeah, those look like normals. Do I need to do it before I mess with this? Probably. Cool. Okay, so we want to do this times like the shader time. some time in here. Time. Broke it. Super broke it. I want the sign of the times. Sign of the times, probably. So they will slowly squish in. So time X is pretty slow. That's kind of cool. But what I really want to do then is have some kind of offset based on those vertex colors. So that would be v.color.x, for example. Wow. Can I do R and G? They are colors after all. And make it scale it down a little bit. Dramatically so. But I want it to be way faster. So time. Oh, I can already do sign of the time. Sign of the time. But I want to have my own offset, I think. And I think I don't want it to ever get smaller. So we should always add let's maybe not do this entire thing in a single line. So, you know, what would have been better probably is to have some, instead of being randomized, have them like sort of pulsy, wavy. So it would be more like a noise. So I could colorize them based on some sort of noise. Or I could do that here, I guess. Well, it'd be more efficient to do it in the coloring. But this is kind of nice. I don't think it needs to get that small. So you can always do normalize the sign with sign's always -1 to 1. So if you add 1 and then divide by 2, you will be happy. I don't know that we really need all these. That's just slowing it down. Maybe nice to have like an average color or something. However, so X, Y, Z, W, I guess. So unless W is the first one. output value vert not completely initialized. So, yeah, fair. I don't want fog. I don't think I want a texture. Get out of here, fog. Get rid of all that stuff for now. I'm not interested in a texture at this moment. Not interested in any fog related stuff at this moment. I do want one color though. Like an overall color. What's the syntax? This is it. And then we need oh. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Let's not show a skybox. And I kind of want it to be double-sided, but I sort of want the inside to be a different color. How am I going to do that in a shader? Let's see. I think we want cull off. Does that go here? Oh, that's actually pretty cool. Spinner. Oh, shoot. Guess, I mean, we could do that in the shader while we're at it. I don't really want to do rotations in the shader though. Sure is easier here. Sure is especially easy with just cut and paste it from somewhere. Kind of want to rotate on a bunch of axes simultaneously. So you can give it a... That's weird. This signature seems very different from that signature. Oh, okay. You can give it Euler angles. Well, I kind of want the inside a totally different color. And I guess I could do that by figuring out something about the normals. So how would I decide? What would be a good way to do that? To decide which way, like if it's facing in, let's see. I just want back faces different. I'm sure there's a good trick for it. GL front facing if the fragment is a front facing or back facing. That's cool. Can I use that? I've never used it before. How about that? Can I really just use this? Whoa. Why does... I want this. Tell me about this. Will this just work? I'm just gonna try it. Hey, nobody? Anybody? Shh. Come on, Unity, there's not just a thing? Yeah, V-Face, great, cool. Unity V-Face? V-Face shader variable. Where's the documentation for this? You, yes, you. Okay. How have I never seen this before? Maybe this is an obvious thing that I should know about. that's kind of weird. Wait. Tribe and shader can receive arrival. Okay. Have like a front color, back color. Oops. Sure. Well, that's handy. I probably should have known about that already. Why did it save that? Oh, because it was a material change. I could do the rotation in the shader. Yeah. Could add transparency. So what if we like made the hello? Oh, Vix, how's it going? Yes, I just started again. I started streaming again. I don't know what I'm doing. I've been fumbling with everything this whole stream. It's a disaster, but I'm glad you're here. Welcome. I've been making a ball and looking at the ball, and that's basically what the stream was about. Windows just yelled at me about a virus threat protection, so that's how things are going. How are you? What's new? How were your holidays? I think I'm gonna make this more ridiculous. I feel like I want it faster. Oops. Whoa. The particular themes of my ball making today. There are two projects I have in mind where I've been thinking about a ball. And one of them is an old thing that I worked on a long time ago in grad school. Let's see. Called Tourbillon. And it's a game that I worked on in my first Unity class that I took in grad school. And it was pretty simple. A pretty simple little game, but I always meant to revisit it. I've been kind of thinking lately that it would be cool to recreate it in VR. So it's almost like sort of an alleyway, kind of Pong-ish sort of game, but you have this polyhedron and then little projectiles come at it and you have to rotate the polyhedron to hit with the proper color. So I'm thinking about that thing. I think I would, so thinking about spheres for that. And then I was also thinking, I think I want to make a new music thing for the Oculus Quest is coming out in a few months. And I think I want to make a thing where you're in VR and you have your controllers and you have this big weird ball in front of you and you can just stick your hands inside of it and pull music out. So you'll like pull out some other shape and it will be connected and look insane and hopefully cool. And that's it. That's about as far as I've thought about it. I don't know that it looks like this necessarily. This was just sort of accidentally very graphic, but no, that's all I've got as far as the theme to the sphere making, other than spheres are cool and I like them. This kind of makes me want to make just a weird music video of all spheres. Especially if I made some audio reactiveness instead of just weird randomness like they have now. Happy accidents. These spheres are all happy accidents. That's true. I don't know. I'm kind of into it. Kind of into these spheres. Maybe I only need one. That doesn't look right. I kind of want to see it in VR, but I'm a little afraid of what will happen if I just put on a VR headset. Because I've been messing with tons of video and streaming stuff, and it seems like a real... Look at it just pulse there. It seems like a possibility that if I just put on my headset, something bad would happen. But I'm gonna try it anyway because I wanna see the sphere. Switch to this thing for a minute. So, gosh, how do I even do this? I think I just need this machine over here. It does look alive. This is not really set up properly. Is this gonna break everything? It's possible this will just break the stream, so we'll be ready for that. It kind of looks like I'm still streaming. There's a hiccup in this. Hey, okay. Maybe we're good. And then I have to do the thing over here. And make it VR? No. Oh, pardon me. XR. Look at all these fancy, these fancy things. Okay, the stream did not. Okay, excellent. You still see me. I still see you. It's good. So. Oh yeah. That's a good sphere. Can you see me see the sphere? Okay, let me put it so you can see me see the sphere. I don't know that it's that exciting to watch me watch a sphere, but hey. I want to be inside it, I think. It's a pretty good sphere. Man, if that was just making like a weird humming noise, like a weird sentient alien sphere, that would be all right. So, let's... Yeah, hey, you never know. You gotta just sometimes you just gotta try things. Sometimes you just have to make virtual spheres and just look at them. And sometimes you have to be inside them. How will I do that though? Where is the sphere? Oh, okay. I was This is gonna make me insanely dizzy, but let's do it. It's too quiet in here, though. I can't. I can't hear the music. All I can see is the sphere world. Okay, well, now we definitely need more spheres, and we need the spheres to be inside of each other, and they need to have different colors. So, oops. Why didn't that work? Oh yeah, okay. Let's get into this sphere. That was maybe too much. Let's make also change the shader to be more amplitude in the. That's really fast. Let me put me inside of something. We don't need a light in here. And do the thing where I scale it to 0. I know, we've got some metaspheres. It's happening. Well, it's maybe just a little nauseating. I don't know. Not my best work, I will say. It's just a little. Wow, I have a pretty high tolerance for VR nausea, but this is getting to me a little bit. I might have a seizure. Which is pretty cool. Okay, that's a little too much. What if instead okay, let's not do that anymore. Yeah, I probably need a warning on my channel. I probably need a warning for myself also. Let's make these littler. Because now I want to have them on my hands. And I'll have some kind of weird sphere rave. That means I have to remember. So I am struggling with. I've changed a bunch of stuff, updated a bunch of stuff, and now my code completion in Visual Studio Code is not working. So I have to actually remember how to program, which has not been going very well. Like, I'm just not getting easy auto completion for every single thing. But I think we can do this. Because all we need is like, I think we need like a use, oh man. I'm definitely not going to remember how to do this. Do the documentation. I think this is how you do it. Haptic stuff. Does haptic work now? Okay, yeah, I need like XR node, left hand and right hand. What? How do you use it though? It'd be great if I just remembered this. I just... It's this thing, that's what I want. Input trap. Yeah, this thing. Probably means I need to have a right hand. What's my right hand? That seems like I did it wrong. Still slightly shaken up from the my time in the abyss. The horrible spherical geometry abyss. That's not where my hand is at all. Local position, probably. I wonder if those need to be in the tracking space of my head. Kind of forget how you're supposed to do that. Like, maybe my head needs to be zeroed out. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so we need a left-handed one also. What's the trick for this? I have a trick. What is the trick? I feel like there's a way to get Unity to just give you a drop down of the XR nodes. Yeah, okay. So that'll be right hand. This will be left hand. This will just be node. Oh, they're still too big. Still way too big. 1/4 of a meter. Why are they both my right hand? Did I forget to make one of them my left hand? Probably. Right hand, left hand. Did I not update the script? Seem to have updated the script. Where's the... There it is. This is just not tracking very well. Neither are tracking super well. Think of the light shining directly on the thing that the Oculus is trying to track. Well, this isn't really what I was imagining the thing would look like, but I kind of like these things. Weird that I'm having that much of a problem tracking this. Really, how the one goes when it goes away. Near clip. You change the near clip to much nearer. That's better. Good. My battery's low. What's the problem here? Oh. These are pretty good spheres. They won't hold still, but they keep phasing in and out of existence. But, you know, as spheres go, I think they're pretty good spheres. That's kind of all I wanted to accomplish today. I had some spheres in my brain, and I wanted to make those spheres, and here we are. Oh, no. No. I don't like this sphere as much. Productive, I know. Accomplished some spheres. It only took me months to get back into streaming, and here we are. Spheres. 2 of them. I only set out to make a sphere, and I made 2. So I immediately doubled. I doubled my quota, which is great. If I turn off all this stuff, will it do the thing it's supposed to do? Uh-oh. It kind of makes me want to try to make one with way more. Let's do it. What if we just subdivide the thing a million times more? So how do we do that? We made one of these. We did one of these. We did 2. That's probably too many. So let's try this. Too much. Yes. Miss these other pieces. Okay. This one will be sphere dense. Sphere dense. Wait, where's the... That's not where that goes at all. Here, yeah, okay. And then now we can send to Unity. Yeah. Maybe Unity. So can I just do this? Good try. Oh no. Some of the faces are not split. And I know why that is, but it's kind of weird. They were, did they not get split here? Oh, that's a different reason than I thought it was. Okay, so similar, just kind of cool. I'll take a kind of cool. You know, you gotta like start with kind of cool before you get to super cool. But I have to run it so that it will be, yeah. That's pretty cool. I think that's better. The thing that's it's just not great about it, but maybe it would just be a different effect, is if it had not randomness of the, but more like a noise, like an actual proper noise, which I could do. Could multiply the normal by some noise instead of just the sign of the time. Oh, the irregular spacing. Oh, well, dang it. That's gone forever now. Actually, I did kind of like that. Some inconsistency in the shape. Maybe there will be, maybe there's room for that in this world. Could expose some of the weird magic numbers that I have in the shader to make them editable, or I could just stare at this sphere. Especially with this song, it almost seems deliberate. Almost seems like it's musical. Let's try one more thing. Let's try one more thing, which is remember where the package manager is. And install post-processing. It looks like it's panting. It looks like it's heavy breathing at me. Weird. Sphere's a creep. I don't really love that this robot yells in the channel all the time, but I think I have to do it to be able to have the music. Is that true, robot? Disabling what's playing in chat requires Pretzel Premium. Oh well. Yeah. That's how they get you. It seems like it's a streaming music service, but it is actually big. They're in the pocket of Big Pretzel. Okay, I never remember how the new post-processing stack works. Well, this project's a mess. Let's clean this project up a little bit by misspelling word scripts. Okay, we got that. Let's just try some post-processing. I don't think it'll look, I don't know that it will look good, but maybe it will. You have to remember how to do it. We need, on the camera, I think you have to have a post-processing layer. Okay, never mind. Post-processing then. And then we need a volume. Where did that go? In scenes? Oh. So, like, okay. It didn't work because I never make it work correctly on the first try. What did I forget this time? We have a layer. Oh, then this needs to be on post-processing layer. Cool. I don't know if I like it, but there it is. Why is this getting brighter every time? Oh yeah, because the number goes up, not down. My mistake. Let's just add effects forever. I want more roundness. Yeah. Oh wow, would depth of field work? That might be 2, 3. Lower aperture. Would have thought the focus distance should be 3, but I apparently don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know that depth of field's gonna look great on this anyway. I thought you could do a thing. I think I saw someone working on a script for that where you could have a object, you just put an object in space and that would be what you would focus on. Maybe that was part of the Cinemachine stuff. I don't want to mess with you, depth of field. Forget it. Remove. Okay. Sure. Let's just add all the effects. What does that look like? A mess. I don't know, I'm kind of into it. It's too fast, but otherwise kind of into it. I added bloom to it, so it's a post-processing glow. Crank it up a little more. You either need to lower the threshold or crank it. Oh yeah, that's too much. Dirtiness. Didn't come with the dirtiness texture. I think that's to add like smudges on the screen that can be glowy, which is kind of cool. I pushed the wrong button. What's the thing I'm looking for? This one. The pace of the pulse is it's on the shader, which I did not make in a very friendly way. And I moved everything, so now I can't look at it. It is, let's take a gander at that. So the trick is I wanted to control each of the face triangles individually. So the first thing I had to do was make them, the easiest way to do that was to give them vertex colors. And so I can just turn back to that. I may have done all this stuff before you started watching. Oh, so broken, so broken. Is that not the right thing for, oh yeah, that wouldn't be V. That would be, is that not the, wait, no. App data is, well, now I can't remember how I'm actually supposed to do that. I forgot what the normal syntax is. Let's make a new shader. By default, oh, because I added that weird parameter, I don't get my input. Because I wanted this facing thing. Can I not do this? Can I not like add it in here? And then do this. And then do this. I don't know if that works. Seemingly no. Oh no, can't do it. Can't do that. Can't do that. So you can only do it. Oh, that's no good. No, I want to go through it because I want to make sure I understand what I was doing. And that, so the thing that I added that was just a weird thing that I've never done before was this facing thing, which I just don't know if you can have that as a parameter with all the other facing, like all the other parameters you would normally pass to the vertex, sorry, to the fragment shader from the vertex shader. So I am actually very curious about it because I've never used a V face before. It was just a way that I could have one triangle and make it like one color on one side and the other color, another color on the other side. Can be used in the fragment shader. Pixel shader. So they like have that just as a parameter. Can you do that? Is that a thing you can do? You can. Oh, well, all right. I was just making everything too complicated. All I need to do is this, seemingly. I don't need to do any of this stuff. Oops. Maybe. Now? Yeah, okay, great. So there's a trick that, maybe you know this, there's a trick to messing with geometry, which is to just cram some extra data in the color channel of each vertex. So all I did was write a little script that would go through the spheres, triangles, and make each of the vertexes some random color. And then I use that random color as a offset for the animation. So then they're all moving separately. But without that offset, which is all here, I'm really just, it's just a sine wave. So the normal animation is just an in and out sine wave. And if all the colors were the same, that's what it would look like. So all I'm doing is each of those triangles, the 3 vertices, has a normal direction, like just a normal, just being kind of, in this case, away from the middle. And I just multiply that by a sine wave based on the time. And then if I want it to look a little more random, I just do this, where instead of just doing this, the time, I do the time and then offset it by the RGB values from the individual vertices, and then just do some nonsense, just a bunch of magic numbers really to make it pulse in a weird way. And then I just don't even use that color. That color is just there for data. The color that I actually use is set on the material here. I don't know if any of that made sense. But it's a super efficient way to do things, because then it's all happening on the GPU rather than trying to mess with the geometry every single frame in C#. You can just make it be drawn slightly different in the GPU, on the GPU side of things, for every single frame. And in fact, the rotation of it, I also could have done in the shader, but I didn't. I did it in C# world because quaternions are my mortal enemy, and doing that rotation math in the shader sounded hard. Although I think I understand it. One of the things I did late in the summer is just listen to podcasts and watch YouTube videos about quaternions until I felt like I could understand them. And I kind of understand them now. They're sort of like weird 4-dimensional numbers. But man, it's it would take me a little time to put that understanding into practice in a shader. Yeah, I do stuff like that a lot. I don't know that it's necessarily good or bad, but just like sometimes you want to do something weird in the shader and you need to pass some data to the shader somewhere. And so it's easy to just cram it in the color channel or in the normal channel or in the tangent channel, some channel that you're not using. You can just use it to sneak in some more information to the shader. But it's a relatively simple shader. It's not very long. One thing I could do is make it additive. I don't know if that would look good though. I think it wouldn't. I kind of like it like this. Kind of like it. I do sort of want to add like a little bit of fake vertex lighting. Like Unity has its vertex lit. That might be way cooler. I want just a vertex lit shader though. I don't want it to be fancy. I don't want to do it in surface shader. Actually, I'm just kind of like this. Kind of into it. How would I do that? That's probably a thing I should just know how to do. I could write it from let's see how they do it. I know it's a beautiful. It's like a Epcot center, just spinning around in space after the end of the world. So one thing that is very nice that Unity does is, I may already have these. They will let you download. Where is it? Good grief, just let me have it. Well, I was supposed to say that Unity was nice, but I don't think they're nice anymore because they're making me click a bunch of extra buttons. I just want to, good grief. Okay, now I hate Unity. Unity shader download. Oh, it's Unity archive. That's what I wanted. Yeah, I want this, and I want to download all the built-in shaders. And then you have to find the shader. Vertex slit. So here's their, this is not a very complicated shader. So that's to add shadows, which you don't care about. So maybe there's just some vertex lit. So do we not have to do anything, or can we just get the from a light map? That's not what I want to do. So I want even more simple. I want, because I think there's one that's just, yeah, only directional lights. That's probably even more simple. This one? That's if there's a light map. Lighting Lambert vs V-Light. Frag surface. That's just a fragment shader. But it outputs not just a color. I think we can do it. I think it can be even easier. I don't know if I want to do this. Maybe I do. We'll go back to that cat page. That cat knew everything. If I can find it. Where was that? That was the shader semantics. Vertex and fragment shader examples. I thought there was like a really simple light. Could make it reflective. I thought there was a really easy light example. Calculating lighting. Yeah, really you should do a surface shader if you want lights. Simple diffused lighting. So that looks like it's just a dot product. Wait, come back. We got lost. So, oh my gosh. Grimbone, hello and welcome. I'm making spheres today. And I just kind of went down a rabbit hole that's probably not very interesting at all. But I wanted, so we got this boring sphere, but that has this like nice-ish unidirectional lighting. But we also had our dancing sphere, which I've lost forever now. Where is it? What's been going on? How were your holidays? How was everything? I've been gone for so long. That's a shame. I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed to admit it. What did I do? This. I want this. I want this. This. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we want this, and then we want to figure out how to cram some lighting into this shader. But it shouldn't be that hard, because I think it's like lighting is all... That's ambient. We don't want ambient. I just want... between the normal and the light direction. Yeah. So all that means is a dot product is just like, if I remember correctly, it's like you have one angle and another angle, and it's like, I forget even how it's expressed. It comes out as like the sine of an angle between it, but basically it's sort of a way to figure out the angle between two things. Boy, I explained that horribly. Dot product. Because it's not actually an angle, right? It's like it's a scalar, but it is, how do you actually describe it? The cosine of the angle? Cosine of theta. Yeah, it doesn't give you the angle between two things. It gives you the cosine of the angle between two things. But then since it's the cosine, you know it will be between -1 and 1. So it's not a way to get the angle between two things, but it's a way to get sort of a like scalar value of -1 to 1 between the two things. I think that's right. You released a single with your band. Congratulations. And about to release another. Cool. Where can I hear this music? Will I get arrested? I know, I'm doing a bad job of explaining this math too. It's not that complicated. It's like there's a thing pointing this way and there's a thing pointing this way, and a dot product just says if I have a new thing, how, like, is it more pointing that way or more pointing that way, kind of. And you use it to figure out light because you have a thing which is the surface of the object, and you have the angle that the light is coming in, and you have the angle that your face is, and that's how much light, or where the camera is, essentially. And then it's just a way to say, like, is this thing, should it be light or should it be dark based on its angle? And that is a poor explanation, but you can watch some YouTube videos and it will explain it a little better, or infinitely better. Yeah, so what we need, we got to get the stuff. All we want is, we want the world normal. So where we're pointing in the world, and then between the normal and the light direction. How do I know the light direction? It just gives it to me. And I can really just multiply that by the color. So I really just need like 2 lines of code, I think. Maybe. Cortex, dissipate. Cool. I will listen to it on my own time. But I will check it out. Again, congratulations. That's super cool. I can't switch tracks while I'm in the middle of I can't even speak while I'm in the middle of brain math. I'm doing brain math over here. And I close Visual Studio Code. So what we need to do is, in this world, we want this nonsense, and Light color, I don't really care about. I don't even know the light color. Do I? I guess I do. Okay. So then this would just be like, well, what number is that? Vote for, that's a fixed for, oh, it's just a color. And then I think we just want to multiply that. Yeah. Something like that. Perfect. Light color 0. Not. So I need to add tags. Light mode equals forward base, probably to have those things. No? Why didn't that work? Oh, I need lighting. Common. That doesn't look very lit. Oh, because I'm not. I guess I multiplied it times the color, the invisible color, not by the visible color. So actually, we do want this. Let's take this in, and we will send this NRV to F. Do I need my normal in here? I don't even. App data. V2F. So we need to do something like this instead. And this. Maybe we only do it on the outside? Super broke it. Broke it super bad because it's called I here, not O. Great. Oops. This is going swimmingly. Fix for lighting. Lighting equals lighting. What do we not know about? Oh, because I'm already using. Shoot. Can I have another color? I don't know. Can you do this? Well, that looks insane. Now it's a Halloween nightmare. I don't know if I can actually do that. The diffuse lighting color. But maybe that's fine, because I don't even need this color in there. This color doesn't even... Oh, that looks bad. Or super cool. You'd eat that one? Yeah, this one looks okay. Full of lava. What did I do wrong? I have the normal. I don't go negative. It's the cosine of the angle between... Oh, that's the world space light position. Oh wait, my light. Cool. So it has no ambient. So we could let it go down, like never go all the way down. That was a weird way to do this. And we could also just like actually move the light to the place we wanted it. Oh, not you. Like that. It's too dark. How did they add ambient lighting? So for ambient, fancy. Oh, we can add some ambient lighting with one line, maybe? Whoa. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good sphere. Would you eat this one? Would you eat this sphere? Pretty good sphere. I want to try the Unity recorder thing. Good heavens. Let's see if it works. So I don't know if that's a package yet, though. No, not you. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Oh, no. Okay. The package manager. Preview packages. I like what's going on with the synth. I don't think it's tiny mode. I'm gonna play with tiny mode. What's that thing? What is the thing? Do they actually add it in 2018 3? Because they did the thing. This thing, the generic frame recorder, deprecated. Get the new Unity recorded. So it's an asset and not a package. Why? That's weird. But well, let's use it anyway. So I did need the window that I accidentally opened. I yelled at this window for no reason. I wish it was a package. Done with assets. Ridiculous. Okay. Importing. That's a bunch of stuff. Okay, so doesn't look good. The type or namespace remoting? I'm not equipped to fix this. Remoting. Never heard of that in my life. Entity but debugger is missing on the window menu. Oh. Lame. Have to switch to API level 4. Sure. I feel like that messes things up though, right? Doesn't that? That made different problems happen. Animations does not exist. And Unity Editor Experimental. Game Object Recorder. Oh no. Oh no. That's deprecated. I'm gonna close Unity and open it again. And hope for the best. Oh. Okay, what's wrong? Oh. Pull out the big guns, go to Unity. Go to Google. Okay, what did that guy say? API level 4. But that caused different problems. What a pain in the butt for such a simple thing. I just want to record. That's not so much to ask, is it? Now the type or namespace animation does not exist. Cool. Super cool. Maybe that asset doesn't work in 2018.3.2. It says 2018.1 and up, however. Sad story. Weird that makes more things become broken. Maybe animations aren't experimental anymore. Game object recorder. I wonder what happened to the game object recorder. More problems the better, I know. Heaven forbid that I just do the thing that I want to do. Unity game object recorder. So what happens in Unity when you start messing with all the new experimental stuff? Well, I'm pretty sure game object recorder, isn't that just a thing? This says it's experimental. This says experimental animations. I don't even need to record a game object. I want to record video. Oh well. Oh my gosh, it's Draclin, who has a diamond next to his name because he's a VIP and a star next to his name because he's a star. Or a subscriber, but mainly because he's a star. Draclin, you're just in time to watch me not know what I'm doing and have everything be broken. So you're right on time, basically. I was just making a cool sphere, and then everything broke. This is Unity Editor Animation, so it's not in the experimental namespace anymore. Is that the whole deal? I don't know what that is. I'm leaving that commented out. Sure. Long time subscriber, first time watcher. Very nice. Glad to hear. I wonder if that actually exists. Is that a thing people do? That seems like, did this work? Did that work now? So I've just been making spheres. Vix, thank you for stopping by. Super appreciate it. Have a lovely evening. I'm almost done with these spheres. I just wanted to record this one sphere and call it a day, I think. And then I got into fighting with the recorder. Good heavens. Okay, but now I think we can just do it. Trying to do the thing, you know, where you document your work. So, sure. Yeah. 30 frames per second? Yeah. Oh, I want to say how long. I forgot how. Time interval. I just want 10 seconds. Have I been making spheres my entire life? Let's see. I can see a number of spheres here, my portfolio. A sphere. A sphere. Lots of circles. There's a sphere. Spheres. Spheres. Definitely seeing a theme. Looks like I did not work on spheres in the... Oh, yeah, see, early on I worked in cubes. A much less refined piece of geometry, but over time you see more and more spheres. You may be onto something. I think you're right. I think it's my spheres is what I do. Okay, that seems like that recorded, which means I can do this thing. Draclin, how have you been? How are your holidays? How's everything? How goes the work on your business software? So, can I do this thing? Will you get furious if I do this, media encoder? Yeah, no, don't do that. Oh, okay. Crisis averted. That was not the thing to do. I thought it was smart enough. I thought it was smart enough. JPEG sequence. Yeah, okay. And then if we... What is the source? That looks fine. Oh my gosh, a new job. That's amazing. Congratulations on the new job. What did you get? What did you get yourself for Christmas? You earned it, I'm sure. Whatever it is, you've earned it. I'm gonna just do this. Hopefully this doesn't destroy the stream. Rendering for 10 seconds. Bitrate. I don't know. It said high bitrate. I mean, I do have every possible post-processing effect on, so that might be partially why that looks like garbage. Did the videos, images themselves look like garbage? They kind of did. Let's try this all again. Electric drums. Cool. Oh, and you told me you got an Intuos. What kind of headphones did you get? Is there like a make this look beautiful button? Am I just not seeing this? I thought there was some kind of quality. I mean, it really does look that bad. I just went really overboard with the post-processing. Should probably turn off the grain. Kind of like the grain though. Okay, let's do it without grain. MX. Ooh, those are fancy. I think I looked at those at one point. I have this microphone is the Audio Technica. I did look at these headphones. I thought about it, but then I felt like I just had to get these. These are the same like Sony headphones that everyone in the universe has used in studios forever, and they're not super expensive, but they're also not very fancy. But I really wish this wire disconnected. It's okay to celebrate your small victories, but don't. Yeah, losing interest is a problem. Yes, go get dinner. I'm going to stop very soon too. I'm just going to capture the sphere, put it on the internet somewhere. But I look forward to spending more sphere time with you in the very near future. Okay, maybe that will look better. Do this thing, get rid of this thing. Max source high bitrate, you would think that would look... Oh, that's not what I want, actually. What is your opinion of a high bit rate? 10? 12. That's fair. But I don't want you to assume 29976. Why would you assume that? Can I not say the... Like when I bring it in, I would like to say that it's 30 frames per second and not nonsense. But seemingly I cannot. But maybe that's okay. Maybe if I export it, it will. Like I could just, I mean, I could obviously just do this, but if it thinks it is 2997, man, why? Why do you think this? Why do you think this is true? Source frame rate of an image sequence, just what I wanted. Right click the source image sequence and choose interpret footage and set the frame rate to whatever you like. I thought I just tried that and that option was not enabled. Oh, I had to right click up here. Assume this frame rate. Yes. Great. That's better. Now match source. Will all look good. Is there a way to just throw in audio? Because that would be kind of cool. I don't remember how I was doing this in the past. I guess I was doing it all in After Effects, like bringing in some audio and just making it there. That probably makes more sense. I don't know that you can just cram in an audio channel, but maybe you can. I don't know. I don't know the answer. That makes me want to do this though. What is this weird, like, I signed up for some sites that do, which one was it? So previously on streams, when I needed music, I would always go to the weird YouTube royalty-free music. However, I want to use this robot. So we want to make some pop dance, maybe? Whoa, okay, let me stop. Stop, pretzel. Paris Princess, Sulfur Spheres. I don't know about that. That's really loud, I probably apologize if it is. So, future bass. Scandalous Hour. Okay, let's create a track that is synth pop? Some aggressive synth pop that is, I want 10 seconds of aggressive synth pop. Or do I want trip hop? Melancholic trip hop. Let's try it. So this site, Juke Deck, there's a few other ones where you can just, I believe, for free, make weird robot music. I should actually like check the terms and make sure that I'm I'm not making bad assumptions here that I can't just use. Yeah, royalty free. Yeah. Yeah. I don't really know what the prices are. Maybe I'm just on a free trial or something. Maybe they're not charging money yet. Okay, it's called Earthy Thunder. Ooh. I don't think I like it. Yeah, it did not do well. Did not seem to do well with the 10-second time limit. Could do some J-pop though. Oh, these are my tracks. I already did some J-pop. This one's called Reckless Authority. Do I have any future bass? I guess these are just the things I have tried. Downtempo, J-pop, synth pop, outrageous story. Is this good music for this? Let's create a new synth pop that's aggressive. 10 seconds just didn't seem long enough though. Let's try it again. I want all the emotion and vibrance of the classic song Outrageous Story, but in 10 seconds. And I think all you have to do is give credit and say, a robot wrote my music. My music was written by robots. 2.5 hours. I didn't really mean to stream this long. I was just going to make some spheres. This stream it started bumpy. I'll be honest. I didn't know when like none of this stuff was working and I just couldn't do anything. It had me worried. ML.net. Machine learning. Uh-oh. Where's my... Did I close the... I didn't mean to. Oops. Juke deck. Hope I didn't lose my new jam. Worked hard on that. My tracks. Utopian Doubts. Too loud. Sorry about that. I don't know. I don't know about it. I like Outrageous Story better. I could just make a minute of this. So this was moody synth pop. So maybe I just need to do a new, not so aggressive. Let's do a moody 30 seconds of synth pop. And then over here, we will record .30 seconds. This one's good though. Rustic balance, Euro folk. Oh, electro folk. Excuse me. Maybe I should just do the electro folk. Pretty good one. Pretty good tune. Sorry. Okay, save your authority. Is the new jam. It's my new jam. Okay, we're definitely doing save your authority. Man, that was probably really loud a moment ago. I apologize. Give credit. Sure. So I think we can close this. Probably, maybe. Probably close this. I really didn't mean to stream it this long. It truly was not my intention. But here we are. Come back, Pretzel. Okay, we want that's fine. So we need not you. Okay. This looks bad. You know, I know why. Because we did JPEG. Never mind. Come back, Unity. We'll do PNGs since we can't seem to do JPEG quality, which is a little annoying. Where's my cool song though? I forgot what it was called. Save your authority. Okay, yes, you, my authority. Let's save it. Great. Shh. Let's do this thing. Let's do. Yeah, you really can't pick a quality. Can you? seems to not be the case. Okay. That's okay. Okay, we can do this. This setup, I got kind of used to it. I don't think it's great. I don't think this is quite right. I got a monitor over here. It's not. That's just not. That's fine. Figure it out, right? There's a lot of frames. Should be 900, in fact, and it's taking longer, but maybe that means it'll look better. Oh, I probably should have turned on some kind of anti-aliasing, huh? Maybe I did. These files are probably way bigger. Okay. Good. Now you, and you. You? No? Yes? Maybe? Excuse me. Okay, stop this one. How do I make it not so loud? What? Metroflex? Tone it down a little bit. Sure. Sure. Little simple little tune, right? The stream's gone on too long. I haven't even done anything for an hour, but like, try to record this for some sick reason. Okay. This looks like I messed up the window. No, we're great. Yes. No. Yes. Sure. Perhaps. Wait a moment. Did I not do that? Oh man. No, it's okay. 30 frames per second. Do I really need 30 seconds of this thing spinning? No. but I've got it. Shh. Can I like not just... Will this screw up everything if I just turn down the system volume? I don't know. Bandy. Should I make it higher? Can we get a higher bit rate? Adaptive high. Stream, what do you think about this when I try to encode while you're streaming? Does that mess up the whole stream? How's the stream? Seems okay. Is it okay? Yeah. Could be worse. Sure. Way to go, computer. Good job. You really did it, computer. Sure. That's not great, but hey, it's done. It's a thing. We did a thing today. So hopefully the start of something more substantial. I don't think I need this. And I don't think I need this. And this we already saved. Right? Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, we did a thing. We made a thing. We made a sphere for no reason, but that could lead. You never know where a sphere is going to lead, right? Could lead anywhere. Thank you for joining me. Thank you to look, people came by today. It was lovely to see some friendly old faces like Vix and Grimbone and of course Draklin. So thank you for stopping by, and hopefully we'll continue to do this, and maybe with a slightly less aimlessness in the streams, but I won't guarantee that. In fact, that's not true. The streams will always be aimless. We may come up with something a little more substantial at the end than a sphere with some AI generated music behind it, but we may not. We may not at all. So until next time, I need a sign off message, I think. It could just be until next time.